Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Dupree.
I'm Sonia.
And this is another edition of the Stuckman Crew. And as you can see, we are live in our basements.
That's it. It's as good as it's going to get tonight.
Well, we kind of wanted to change it up a little bit. This is going to be the COVID edition.
COVID-19.
And how the COVID virus has, I don't want to say put a damper on our season because we still did some good things this year.
Still had a blast.
Still had a good year, but it did affect us overall. So we kind of wanted to bring it, out to your attention. I'm sure COVID affected you guys as well. But this is some things that, had touched our family and our camping season this year.
Yeah, definitely.
So you want to kick it off with?
Yes. I know you have your Dupree has notes.
I have notes, guys. I don't
We're
generally.
a little organized. We're not really organized.
I generally, we off the top.
Let's write down some notes. We look like somewhat organized.
Right. So here's the thing. We actually recorded this segment like 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And we started editing it. I was like, okay, yeah, we gotta change this up a little bit.
Rough.
It was a little rough.
Just hit the delete button on that.
Right.
So we'll redo that. So here we are.
Here we are again. It's okay. So one of the first things that we noticed with this year COVID effect was campgrounds. There was a ton of new campers. The campgrounds were packed out. I mean, tons of new kids, tons of parents.
Yeah, lots of new faces.
Yes.
At least at the local campgrounds that
Yeah.
we've gone to.
Right.
That we went to.
Yeah.
It was just on overload, which is completely understandable because honestly,
Everybody still wants to get out.
yeah.
You know
and
what
this
I'm
was
saying?
like everyone's way of getting out the season was to get a camper,
Right.
grab their tent,
Yeah.
rent a cabin, and have a little fun.
Exactly.
So-
Exactly. I mean, you guys also saw that with like camper prices and camper RV sales. They were through the roof. Sonia and I, as you guys know, we're in the process of selling Lady Coco and looking for campers, and she's always looking.
I'm always saving,
Always
sending him stuff.
saving.
Like, did you see this?
Right. And in the process of doing that, they're sold as soon as we call the RV dealer. So it's crazy. It's crazy. We also saw this story about how new RVers are not being as cautious on the roads. There's a lot more accidents, so definitely guys be safe and be courteous to others when you're driving with someone on a road with an RV, and if you're driving an RV, so the campgrounds were packed.
Like overload. Like
Yeah.
people would call. And us, we're like last minute. Like, hey,
Oh,
do you guys
man.
have anything? No, we don't have anything.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I can't even put you on the waiting list. Like,
Right.
it's just insane.
Right. So there's this one campground that's pretty close to us that our friends go to all the time. It's called Starlight Campground. It's absolutely beautiful. If you can get up on the plateau, I think it's called the plateau.
Plateau.
If you can get up there, man, it's absolutely gorgeous. But it's sold and packed out all the time.
All the time, yeah.
We tried to get up there at least 3 or 4 times after the first time that we went, and we could not get back
It
up
was
there.
full.
It
At
was
least in
full.
October anyway, so you can tell.
Yeah.
Fall camping is popular.
Yeah, yeah. The next one is going to be, of course, travel.
Yeah.
So, again, we purchased Lady Coco this season, and we were so excited to get out. And we had so many trips canceled. I'm sure as you guys all were canceled as well. But in the beginning, we had about 4 or 5 trips that were canceled
Yeah.
because of the COVID. We were supposed to start camping in March.
Yeah, we were supposed to hit up a state park
Yes.
here in PA in March. And we got canceled twice
Yeah,
from that campground because of COVID.
yeah.
Because they weren't opening quite yet. So,
Yeah, so we didn't do a lot of state park camping this year. And that's one thing that we wanted to do this year. We wanted to do a ton more state parks. One, because they're cheaper. And you know me.
right.
I wanted
Frugal.com.
Definitely wanted to take advantage of that. But after that, we weren't able to get into a ton of state parks because they were freaking sold out. Going back to the last bullet point,
Right.
you couldn't get into a lot of them.
Full.
Right.
Even like the sites that were just electric
Right.
or like water and electric. It was
Right.
crazy.
Right, so it definitely affected our travels, bringing it back to the traveling, right? And then we had one of our major trips canceled because of the COVID.
Because of COVID.
We were supposed to go down south Florida.
Yes, we were supposed to hit up Florida. That was supposed to be our last big hurrah for the season of 2020. But with it being, I guess I don't know, a hot state, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
We were just, I guess it was fear of, we didn't want to take our kids there.
I don't think it was fear. I think they canceled the trip.
Well, I mean,
yeah, it was fear too.
I don't think they would have canceled our campground, but I think they might have canceled where we were planning on going. So, and that was really the point of the trip.
Yes. It was closed down. If you know where we were talking about going. We were
Florida.
going. Yes, where the happiest place on earth is.
Come on now.
Right.
Completely
and
canceled.
It was closed down. So we could not go there.
Right.
But in substitute, we went to Wisconsin.
Right. Which doesn't really sound as fun when we're talking about it, like early Wisconsin. But that was fun to me.
Oh my gosh.
And even the kids were like, wow, that was so cool.
Yes.
Can we go back on that boat?
Right. We had so much fun in that trip.
It was a good time.
I mean, when you talk about memories, this is one for the books.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we still laugh about getting stuck on that freaking, what were we driving in the campground?
Oh, the golf cart.
The golf cart.
Yeah.
We got stuck in the mud at the golf cart. Things like that are still talked about to this day. Like, if our kids can talk about something like that, that's that does it for me. That's plenty.
This is while I'm on the phone, right, talking
business. Like, oh yeah, we're about to flip this property. Yeah. And we're like,
I gotta call you back.
Oh my gosh, stuck in the mud.
I'm stuck in the mud.
Oh
Literally, we gotta call you back. Oh, it's so funny. That was hilarious. So yeah, it affected our travels.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, do you think it affected like the routes we took?
Yes, it did affect the routes we took. Because remember, we took that trip to Virginia. That was actually a trip that we were going to take down to see the midway point to get to Florida.
Yeah.
But then we looked at it and said, okay, this is off the beaten path of where we wanted to go. So let's not take that route. Long and behold, we're not even going to go to Florida anyway.
Right.
You know, so.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and then coming back from Wisconsin, a lot of our friends said, hey, why don't you go up to the Upper Peninsula? And it just wasn't in the route because it was, you didn't want to get that close to Canada.
And then coming home from Wisconsin was a whole nother fiasco.
Yeah. Don't even want to.
A whole nother world.
Don't even want to, let it go. Let go and let God.
Right.
But, so it definitely affected our travels. What else do we have here?
I think the last one was food.
Oh, foodies. We are big foodies, right? And we eat out a ton when we're camping and stuff like that. I mean, we cook a ton too, though.
We do cook a lot, I think, when we're camping. But if we're in a different place, whether we're at the beach or when we were in Wisconsin, we did try a lot of different
You want to be able to indulge yourself into the culture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You want to see what the culture is about, what the surrounding area is about. So, we had cheese curds and...
That was so weird. That was the first time we ever had cheese curds. They kind of looked at us like we were weird.
Right.
You never had a cheese curd? We were like,
squeaky
no.
cheese is what they really call
Squeaky
it.
cheese.
Yeah, and it really is squeaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. You couldn't go to like restaurants out there. They had this a macaroni. I think it's like a macaroni restaurant.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it. It was like a cheese restaurant that was like a gourmet cheese restaurant, but it was closed down because of the COVID. So we wanted to eat that food anyway. We wanted to go and experience that, but we got there.
But don't get it twisted, because we definitely enjoyed ourselves this season with food.
Yes, we did.
Between seafood in North Carolina.
Yes,
we had some great food.
Oh, North Carolina. We got there right before it hit really hard in North Carolina.
COVID. Yeah, we got there, and like the day we left, or the day before we left, they mandated the mask.
Yeah.
So we were there just in time to celebrate our anniversary.
Yeah, it was called the Black Oyster or something like that.
The restaurant?
Yeah.
I don't remember the restaurant's name.
Yeah.
You can head back to that blog if you need
Exactly.
to.
But it was really, really good.
It was delish.
And that was also whose birthday? Was that a birthday or something like that? What was that for?
It was our anniversary.
That was her anniversary and
my
her birthday. Yeah. So I'm like, man, was that our anniversary?
Excellent.
So we got all dressed up and we went out, and it was really, really nice.
So I feel like, did we miss out on some restaurants because we didn't really feel comfortable going out?
Right.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But I think we had our fair share.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, so I feel like, was 2020 interesting?
Yeah.
A little crazy.
It was
a little scary.
Crazy. Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
But I think we
we managed to get through it. It's not quite over yet, and we're in November.
Right.
And she's already buying stuff for Christmas, pinning up Christmas decorations.
Oh my gosh,
And we
guys.
haven't gotten through Thanksgiving yet.
Right.
You know?
Let me just tell you, 2020 has been crazy. It's been fun. Our travels have been fun regardless. We're planning some crazy trips for 2021. Fingers crossed. I hope we can still keep these trips.
I'm not too worried, honestly. I'm worried about the whole COVID thing. But I'm not worried about like our trips, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I mean?
And I know with us heading into flu season, I know a lot of places are kind of like honing in and making sure people are staying home more, wearing your mask in more places. And
Yeah. I mean, as we go into this 2020 year, they're heavily considering closing down again. They're shutting down again, and we don't want that, honestly, because you want to be able to still live life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you want to be safe, right? But you still want to be able to, talk and have conversations with people, and that's probably been the most effective part of my head, because I'm a social butterfly. You know
You'll
what I mean?
find him like 10 sites down and like hear him laughing. Hey man, do you want a brew? Yeah. Like, where'd he go?
Listen, I always make sure I have like a good 5 beers that I can give away. You know what I mean? Because
Oh my god.
that's the beauty of camping, because everybody helps everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you're not having that time to enjoy yourself, talk to people, meet new people, that's where you learn from, I think. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
That's the tough part for me.
It is. Because everyone's there for the same thing.
Yeah.
They want their kids to go and have fun, live a little,
Relax.
some adult time sometimes.
You want to relax when you go camping, and that's the hard part there. When you have to think about, am I 6 feet away from you, or
Right. And that's so weird.
have I sanitized my hands?
Right. Can my kids come and play with your kids?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Or my kids can go play on the swing sets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a different way of thinking, and I mean, I guess we all have to get on board, right, to get this get this over with. But
Time will tell.
time will tell.
Time will definitely tell.
So, with that being said, I think we checked off all the boxes.
I think so. I think that was the main things, and I honestly believe that you guys can probably agree with us with everything that was said. I know if you're watching and you're a camper, I know it's probably been just as hard as for you guys too, with canceling trips, rescheduling, getting kids back on schedules, and
Oh man, we haven't even talked about getting on schedule with the kids. That was
man.
That was really big. Our kids are virtual now.
completely virtual.
So, being home with the kids has been crazy.
Yeah, it's
Been
a
crazy.
whole different world.
Whole different world. Our oldest kid is, both of our kids are really smart, really extremely smart. And thank God, because they didn't get my brains. They have her brains for sure. Thank God.
Good stuff.
But our oldest is, he struggles with the virtual math. And I have never had a problem with math. Sonia is absolutely a saint when it comes to this, because I don't know how to stop and help him with this, because I'm like, I never had a problem with math. So I'm trying to figure out, how are you having a problem? And it just, I'm not really good at that. I don't have the patience for it. So she's been really helping out with that.
Yeah, it's been a struggle. I know we're only almost towards Thanksgiving, and thank God, because
Yeah, get a little break now.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm looking forward to holidays and like long weekends, because sometimes that's even our catch-up time,
Oh
unfortunately.
my gosh, yeah.
Because
And
weekends
weekends are
overload.
Yeah, weekends are definitely catch-up times now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely been a whirlwind.
It's been a
2020, man.
Yeah.
Although it's been a fantastic year with traveling, RV life,
Yeah.
I don't know, trying to just keep up with life in general. I do feel like 2020 was a success.
Oh yeah.
I feel like for our family anyway, it's been a really good year.
Absolutely.
So it's hard to complain.
It is absolutely hard to complain. We are so blessed. We just hope that everybody else continue to be safe and continue to thrive and prosper throughout the rest of the year and the years to come. Okay, so thank you guys for joining us. That's just a quick update on the COVID effects and how it affected the Stuckman crew and our travels, as well as a couple other things. But We would love for you guys to join us next week. We try to put a vlog out every week at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is Dupree.
I'm Sonia.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys. I'm Sonia.
We try to put out a vlog every week. Every week on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we would love for you guys to join. Again, see you next week. We would love for you guys to join us next week.
Okay,
Okay.